Hello, another day of our challenge, and today we will continue working with our scripts, with our pipelines to deliver next part of the infrastructure. So let's jump into the screen. I will start our timer as usual, and today I'm gonna show you something related to the deployments. Just a second. Maybe I will just Google that. What if Azure deployment? So sometimes before deployments, it would be great to check what will happen if I will deploy those templates, because due to some historical result, for example, I'm not sure if if something wasn't changed manually, and the codes weren't updated or something like that. Yeah, there can be plenty of reasons for having differences between codes and between the exact state which we have in our Azure portal, in Azure tenant, I would say. So of course, we can always manually check this kind of stuff manually, but it's super hard to be honest. And here we have something called WhatIf, and WhatIf is kind of instruction during our deployment in Azure PowerShell or in Azure CLI to which can show us the differences between the templates which we are trying to deploy and stuff in our resource group. So here, for example, we can see that the VNet will be modified, the address space one will be removed, and here the subnets will be removed too. And that's the example, but in general, we can use that tool for checking our templates before the deployment. So it's kind of good practice, from my perspective at least, to have that possibility to check before the deployment what's going on. Of course, what if the deployment? It's not 100% tool. Means it's kind of, or maybe that way. There are some differences or false positives or false informations from time to time, because it's still building. The tool is still under development, and it's not 100% ready. So you can get some false positive records, for example. But for sure, it's better to have that rather than not to have that. Always, you can, after reviewing the changes, you can see what will be changed before the deployment of the templates. So today, I'm gonna implement that in our PowerShell function, later in our template, in our pipeline, if you will have enough time for doing that. And I will try to implement that in that way, or to implement that using our current scripts, to not create the new one. But we can assume that we would like to use the same script, but in one call for validation, or with another flag for deployment of the resources. So I will move to my template here, to my scripts, and here in our deployed resource group we have those parameters called mode, complete, and force. So mode we will keep as it is, because it's for our type of deployment. But here I would have another parameter. I will copy that. maybe it should be required. No, it will not be mandatory parameter. If it will be empty, then it will mean that we are using the script for the deployment. I will do that assumption, and I will just check because I'm not 100% sure. So validate. GitHub action boolean input. Okay, so probably it is the same as always, that our booleans should be here type, use emoji type. Okay, for now I will just keep that as string. It's much safer from my perspective. Because, for example, in Azure DevOps, as I remember, as I did that last time, it wasn't kind of easy to have the Boolean parameter pushed to the script. It was translated from Boolean to string, I believe. So I will keep that as a string. Later we can always I'll always have that. So here I will do some helper is validation, which will transform that validate from string to string to our Boolean exact value, Boolean value. And what I will do here, what if is validation, and here it is validation. So it will be kind of XOR condition or XOR comparison that if this will be true, then I will go with WhatIf, and then I can't have false. If it will be false, then here I will get true because negation of false, and here I will have false, and then I will be able to run the deployment. So here we already updated the script in our launch JSON. I will copy that launch and I will put that above, and not deploy but validate deploy, and I will add another not validate only, just validate. And thanks to this, I should get that possibility to run the script here with validation, not only deployment. Okay, so I will try to run the script. Okay, missing argument for parameter. It's not string. Validate, maybe not parameter. Just a second, I need to think because then okay, yes, because it's string, it's not Boolean in our case. So here in the deploy, not deploy resource group, but in launch, I will put that as true. Okay, and again, yes, we got that validate true. Okay, okay, because we added that function. So for testing our validation, I will just comment that. Okay, unused parameter. Okay, and here I need to add the parameter function amp name, and I will copy that from a naming convention inside component storage function app. Okay. Yeah, because in my template, I did that because in my template I added a new parameter. So I added a new parameter to bicep param, but I'm checking the deployment to the resource group. Okay, you can see that here there is some, yeah, basically no changes in our resources. And if I will change that to deploy, then I will get I will run the script for the deployment of the resources. If I will go here, portal again, you can see that latest deployment from today. Everything everything ran successfully. Where is my console? src scripts, GCO, add WhatIf deployment script, vs code, add git commit, update, round definition. Okay. So we already updated that, so we can get back to our function. Okay, what is happening there? Server. Okay, so not server farm. I had that example. Name location. Okay, because it's not function, but because it's functions, it will be put for general function resource. So it's sites. And then the newest API is missing. Okay, and location. This is why in previous videos we got the information that location it's not allowed on the type of resource, because we tried to define the maybe to the word wrap the function itself for within the function app. First we need to create the function app. So I will try to run the validation to see what will happen. Okay, and I can also add from this example, to support to enforce those two properties. And we can see that here I will get the after deployment resources I will get the function app. So for the function app I will just add those two parameters under yes, and here also I will enforce HTTPS. Yeah, I will declare the fourth version of Azure Functions. Application app insights instrumentation key. This we add later because we need to create Loganalytics workspace also, and so on. And functions worker runtime. I will add that as I will hardcode that as .NET. Okay. I don't know if I really need that setting. If I will need that, and that I will, then I will add. Okay. Also, yeah, okay. So git status add function app deployment, and also I will add those two properties as I said before. For I will update also the service plan to that function app means dynamic, so consumption plan. I will check the deployment before if it will run. I have 3 minutes. Oh yeah, here we have the change of plan. But still, you have to remember that always the exact test of the deployment is the real deployment, because from time to time you can get the information that something will be deployed, but when you will run the deployment, for example, you will get the collision of the names, and then the deployment still will fail. So you need to be careful still, as always. Okay. To dynamic, and those two for storage. It's in the it's in properties. So properties. Access style we don't need to really define explicitly. It will go to the hot by design. And I will comment the changes. Add this for storage on storage account. Okay, so now I can run the validation. Let's wait a second. yeah, so it looks like it will work. Let's push the changes and we will see how it works in our deployment. In the meantime, waiting for the deployment, I will add deployment static role assembly deployment mode. What if deployment check to check? Okay. Okay, where it is? Yes, I will just dismiss that. Okay, we are out of time. Let's see. Okay, still logging. So git add info about what if into readme. Okay, the installation will take some time. In the comments, in the meantime, you can let me know if you can hear ticking clock behind me, because often when I have some calls or something like that, I'm getting the feedback that behind me the clock is ticking. So you can let me know if you can hear that with that microphone. Okay, starting. Yeah, it is because we have those two runs running in parallel, and here we are running deployment of what here in deploy resource group of role assignments on the resource group level. So this is why we are getting those additional deployments. But yeah, you can see that this is the deployment. Okay, storage account update. Already deployed. So we should get the function up in our resource group. I will just reload the page. Oh yeah, it's already still kind of hidden because it's the new resource of time to time. It will take some time to show that in Azure portal. Yeah, but we have our function. On Windows. Okay, it's Linux. So in the next video we will just fix that configuration. So for today that's all. I hope you enjoyed that video, that content I'm created for you, and see you tomorrow in another video continuing work with our infrastructure. So have a nice day, have a nice evening, and see you in the next video. See you. Bye.